Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. And tonight I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly neighborhood actual play show. Tonight, we are continuing our season exploration of Delta Green, our third season, as a matter of fact. And we are playing the classic mini campaign called a Resection of Time. If you haven't already watched the previous episodes, now's a good time to stop this one and go all the way back to catch up from the start. But if you have been watching us and just need a quick catch up, the members of T-Cell were on their way to fly to Boston to then travel to Arkham, Massachusetts, to continue their investigation of the death of Kyle Woodson, who died under mysterious circumstances in San Francisco. However, they were corralled briefly by Ms. Green, their Delta Green handler, to let her know what was going on in the investigation, which also happens to be a good way to catch up if you haven't watched us for a couple of weeks. It's a the short version of what's been going on. Meanwhile, one of their members, Agent Teaspoon, was missing because she slept in late due to having a horrific nightmare about her potential fate as something that is not entirely human. Whether or not that is the case, she has apparently confided these fears to her sister Emma, who may also be under the same issue. And that is where we join our agents as they make their way to Arkham, Massachusetts. So we have a kind of a short travel montage that opens up this episode. As the plane touches down at Logan International Airport, and we see them scooping their bags off the cart. They pile into a black SUV and head out through North Boston. After about half an hour, the road narrows and winds through low hills outside of Salem. As they do, you can kind of feel the crush of these old woods and ancient rock formations as you head out from the large urban area of Boston. Trees with fresh leaves are billowing everywhere. And 20 minutes after that, you arrive in Arkham, which is now a suburb of Beverly, Massachusetts. The prominent features of this area are 3 massive factories that dominate the skyline. One of them still belching black smoke. The other 2 long since silenced by recession after recession after recession. The roads in town look like they haven't been paved within this century. They're cracked and almost of a cobblestone nature. As you wind through town, you see houses that are 100 years old, buildings, commercial buildings that are from the 70s, the 80s, that have not been refreshed, and so they're the bright paints and colors of those eras have long been faded by the sun beating down upon them. Through the cracks on the sidewalk, grass grows. Nobody cares enough to keep things looking neat and tidy. Like, this looks like a long abandoned movie set of a town. You arrive at the Hotel Miskatonic, which is located near the center of town. And it looks like it went through a refresh about 40 years ago. So the lobby is very, very, very 80s. A lot of pinks and wood paneling. And that is where T-Cell reforms with meeting up with Agent Teaspoon, who caught a later flight and made up the time here. Mostly because I don't want to be like, and then we cut to Tawny, who's still more. Can I get another seltzer? That'd be great. Thanks.
Cheery place.
They always are.
Definitely not the set of some creepy shit, for sure. At least it looks like we're in the right genre.
Sorry, do you think that we're fictional?
Right. So, yeah. So if we are going to check out the university library, or where you guys want to start?
You should probably go check out that safe deposit box.
That.
Agreed.
The bank thing, right?
There could be something in the safe deposit box that would lead us to more information at the university.
Cool.
This hotel is old enough that you still actually have hotel keys. The good news is that you each actually get your own room this time. Because they're
it's that cheap.
Well, no, it's just that nobody's staying here. And I think that so maybe that's even the book. You book doubled rooms, and the clerk is like, you all want your own room? I won't upcharge you.
Yes,
Not going to say no to that.
please, thank you.
Would it be better to pair off?
Why?
Watch each other's back?
We're adults.
Could be separating us on purpose.
I don't want to sleep in any room with any of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Harsh.
What brings you to Arkham?
Tourism.
Red Sox game.
Yeah. Sox game.
Thank you, everybody, for saying something different. Exactly what I wanted us to do. I'm here for business.
What kind of business, young lady? Like the clerk is like an older man with wispy thin hair. He has a faded name tag that says John on it.
Oh, like kids nowadays, I'm doing some app development for an exciting new app, and it is geographical. So I heard about this place because it had like an old university. So I wanted to sort of gear it towards college kids for maximum impact, right? So I've been going around to a whole bunch of colleges, and Miskatonic was on my short list.
Well, Miskatonic used to be an Ivy League school.
I heard that. So impressive. So impressive. Maybe putting it on like cool feature page could get some more people interested in it and, make this place a little bit more exciting.
We have an excellent library. I know the kids like the libraries.
Yeah, I love libraries. Yep, for sure.
This guy's a fish guy.
Yeah.
That's a different town.
Sugar water.
Do you visit the library a lot? I heard like a while back there was a big fire there, apparently.
Back when I went to school, I visited that library. I mean, a lot of times, what you would do with the other students is you'd like the freshmen used to you joke around with them and you'd say you got something from the restricted collection, and then you'd swear them to secrecy, and it would turn out it would just be like a Playboy or something.
That's funny. That's so funny. Was there a restricted section in that library that you guys got inspiration from?
Oh, you ain't never heard of the Orn collection?
Oh no, I just heard that burned down, but there was like a really cool collection there, huh?
Mm-hmm. All sorts of strange and unusual books. You hear all sorts of weird things about some of them being bound in human flesh or written in languages that ain't been decoded by history yet.
Wow. Any of that stuff still there?
Oh, I don't know. I sometimes I get people coming through here to check that stuff out, but I don't usually ask much of them.
That's fair. It is, if it's famous, I guess it makes sense why people would come here to see it specifically. Interesting. Maybe when I go and visit the university later, I'll poke around and see if it's still there, and then I'll let you know. That way you can let the next people know about it, right?
Sure thing, young lady. All right. So, are you
I was literally just gonna be like, I guess we better we should get on the road.
We should hit the old dusty trail.
Sun's getting pretty low, big guy.
Are you heading? So, are you heading to the bank first then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that seems to be
Okay.
the agreement.
Okay.
What are our room numbers, Rob?
666, 6667,
420.
8, and 420. Yeah.
Perfect. That's all I wanted. Okay.
Also 6969.
My number is 3.
So, you head towards the bank, and like the bank is it is like an old style bank. Like it hasn't been updated since like the mid 1920s. Like it's got that, like on the one hand, it has the, you know, these nice carved desks and like the teller thing with like sort of the arched frosted glass and the wound wrought iron bars that stretch up to the ceiling. But this stuff also hasn't really been refreshed since then. So like the marble is on the floor is kind of chipping and cracked, and anywhere that there is paint, it is peeling. And there's a young Asian woman who waves you over as she processes various people and says, yes, can I help you?
We robbed the bank.
No.
There's probably very little security here.
Boy.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Why?
Uh-huh.
And
Miss, let's burn everything down.
I'm usually all for bad ideas, but I'd like to move on with the plot.
Hi. Hello.
I'd like
I
to-
have a safe deposit box that I would like
Time out.
access to, please.
Or wait,
Oh,
teaspoon. I don't know.
I'll take the key. And can you fill
robbery?
And can you fill this out for me, please? And she hands you like a, you know, consent form and you
Yes,
know,
of
like
course.
and she goes, she just kind of waits there for you to fill it out, and then she signs her name, Darlene Ho, and then says, okay, if you'll follow me, please. We actually need to go into the vault. Have you ever been inside of a bank vault before?
I have. It may surprise you to know. So exciting, isn't it?
I haven't. Can I come with?
That one's on parole. I wouldn't.
What? I am not
Let
on
her.
parole.
You are on
You
parole.
are.
Oh, what
I am
a
her
bunch of
parole
jokers.
liar.
Officer.
We'll wait out here.
You know
It's
what?
fine.
I'm not
The Red
joking.
Sox-
I'm
the Red
100%
Sox
serious.
Fucking suck.
Okay.
So
I bring their
I don't know where
argument
that
to the
came
sitting
from.
area.
so is it just Ellis going into the vault by
Maybe
I'll
yourself?
go in with her.
Tugboat? Yeah.
So Tugboat and Teaspoon, you head into the vault, and she leads you through like a you know, like an old heavy iron door, and back into like sort of there's kind of like an antechamber, and then there's a smaller door, and that one is more modern. And she pipes in a code, and then and heads into another section, and you hear her shank out a safety deposit box that looks old. That again looks like it's been here for at least 100 years. And then says, did you want to open it here in the vault, or did you want me to escort you to one of the conference rooms up on the second floor to examine the contents?
Why don't we can use the conference room, and if you could, our associates who were outside, could they meet us in there?
Oh, yes, we'll walk right past them. So,
Perfect.
What's behind the other door?
well, this is where we store the safety deposit boxes. This we modernized this part of the bank a few years ago.
We're gonna have to rob a bank, guys.
No. As we're walking up to the conference room, I'm super pissed at Tower, and I just whisper in your ear as I walk past you, I will use your blood to fuel the recoming of the old gods.
Do I shoot Time Bomb right now?
I feel like that's not necessarily, like, I think that goes past
Like does my
unpleasant.
does my Delta Green alarm go off and feel like she needs to be terminated?
An unbearableness.
Yeah.
Not quite yet, but that may definitely be something you want to put in your report later.
Yeah, right. Time Bomb said some shit. You guys.
Okay. You go inside. The conference room is like, it's not like it's like on the second floor that kind of overlooks the main lobby of the blank, and it's the glass is all frosted, so you can't look in, but it's not like a full room. It just kind of extends up, so you still definitely want to, like, you can definitely hear in and they can definitely hear out. But she plants the box on the table and says, and then when you're done with everything, just stick your head out and wave me down, and I'll come by and collect the box when you're done.
Of course. Thank you so much, Darlene.
Can I get you guys do you want any coffee or tea or anything like that?
Oh, water would be
I think we're
lovely.
Okay. I'll just bring some water, bottles of water, and leave them on the table in front of the thing, so that way you can just grab them.
Thank you. You're so kind, Darlene.
She heads out. The key goes in the lock. Ka-chink, ka-chank. And there are 3 things inside. The first, there are 2 manila envelopes. One of them is sealed. And then there is a large, thick stack of paper. In the unsealed envelope, there is what looks to be the outline of a book and sections from the book. I have sent a link for you to peruse these. That is Resection papers 18 through 20. Do you open the sealed envelope?
Yeah.
That contains excerpts which look to be in Woodson's handwriting from various books on the Miskatonic University restricted list. The large sheaf of papers looks to be a master's thesis entitled Linguistic Linkages Between Archaic Asian Pictograms and the Hieroglyphics of the Yucatan Maya, with a particular emphasis on the Xanthu tablets, by Paul Matthews. Written to satisfy the thesis requirement for a master's degree in archaeology at Miskatonic University, Arkham, Massachusetts, submitted September 17th, 1930.
Ooh, one of my degrees is in sociolinguistics. So,
Okay.
Wow, that must have been fascinating. I'm sorry, did I say that in monotone?
All right. So, Tony, what do you have in anthropology?
I've got a 40 in anthro.
Okay. So you're pretty sure that if you sat down and read this, like, it probably would take like a couple of hours, but you're pretty sure that you could kind of fight your way through this if you needed to.
Nice.
Could a history help as well?
It's really more anthropology because it's comparing different languages and things like that.
What about military science?
No.
Okay.
Dig in. No.
How about
so basically, if you want to
photography?
Would ride help?
Would ride help?
Yes. So basically, like, you have a choice here. You can either, if you want to read this now, you basically would sit here and read this while the rest of these suckers go off to the library, or you can put it in your pocket and save it for the flight home, and worry about it that way.
I would say I'll bring it with me.
Okay.
I think.
Did
makes
everyone
more
else
sense.
read the other pieces while we were talking?
Reading
Roughly.
right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna smile and nod.
I skimmed it.
So it looks like among the greatest hits that Woodson here had consulted, that includes classics such as the Necronomicon, the Book
Yeah,
of
I just saw
Dizon, the Book of Ibon, and the Celiano fragments.
So, for my own edification, can we go how do we properly say the N word?
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep.
Thank you.
Though,
Oh,
We have a lot of practice
though,
chanting it specifically.
though to drop into Lovecraftian nerd for a moment, there is no proper way to say any of those words.
Okay.
They are specifically built to be weirdly odd pronounceable. That's why you hear like Cthulhu is the pronunciation that Chaosium settled on, and I think that's why it's propagated into pop culture that way, because like
Ironically enough, one of
'cause-
the dating sims I am playing also says it Cthulhu.
right. But I've also heard it said Cthulhu, a variety of different things. So, yeah.
Also, there's inconsistencies in his notes. That's
Yeah.
obnoxious, and I hate
That's
it.
Kalapoka.
Oh no,
As Killapoka.
Tezcatlipoca.
Tezcatlipoca. Okay.
Tezcatlipoca.
Yeah, Google says Tezcatlipoca.
Tezcatlipoca.
Thank you, Google.
I like it.
Where are you finding inconsistencies in his notes?
There's Dolan Dizcab is Nyarlathotep. Bolan Dizcab is the word we just decided. But then
That's Kalapoka.
it's said later on Bolan DZACB without the second A.
Interesting.
Interesting as in I found a spelling error, or interesting as in that's something I just stumbled upon.
What do I look like? The game master? I don't know.
Oh, son of a.
Welcome, everyone, to this discussion of how do we pronounce these words. Thank you for joining us.
Looks like
Please.
Time Bomb has something to share with the rest of the class.
I feel like
Please,
there's
in
a
the
code.
Amazon review and in iTunes review, please write what you think is the pronunciation with a 5-star review.
If it's a 5-star review, we'll look at it. If it's a 1-star review, you're
We'll
wrong.
just cry. We'll just cry into our pillows. It's fine.
Oh no, I feel like there's a code in there. No. I hate it.
Everywhere.
Stop it.
So, does anybody have any theories that they want to advance upon reading this stuff?
I so in this new book, Shadows of the Past, Buried Secrets Lost with the Eons, it mentions pre-human myth theory, the Hyborian Age. So isn't that Conan the Barbarian? Like, I'm not kidding, because I know that, like,
No, you're not. You're
No,
not
you're right.
off.
In Know
Wrong.
This, O Prince, in Time Before Time. I'm sure Brad will find the Mako clip and just throw it in there.
Between the time when the oceans drank Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this Conan, destined to bear the jeweled crown of Aquilonia upon a troubled brow.
But that is part of the fiction, was that it talked about an era before the history that everybody knows, and that even extends back to ancient history of, like, Egypt and the Mayans.
So is Conan a part of this, or am I reading too much into that?
You're reading too much into it.
Okay.
I will say that in real life, Lovecraft and
Robert E.
Howard were contemporaries, and so they did love to throw Easter eggs of their stuff back and forth.
So along with the restricted books on the list, from the excerpts from the restricted list, we should also look at the Panotic manuscripts or Gnotic manuscripts, page 167. And he's talking about G1, G3. He's talking about different generations of these. He's talking about Belize. Oh, Christ. Okay.
He's pointing out that, these frog people that we've been seeing all of this time are
Fish people.
Are the deep ones. So these fish toad people. And from what it's saying, I mean, the second largest coral reef in the world is by the Belize coast near
Chetmula Bay.
Yeah.
Birthplace of lowland culture, Double Reef, Innsmouth.
So I think that is a very
good place to start.
Yeah, very good place for us to check. And I think in one of the fragments that he shared as well, he talked about the deep ones having children with the peoples there that built empires. So it's very likely that culture that we read about, the creepy ones with the cave, with the forbidden rituals, things that I try not to think about too much deeper.
Blood of Kings by Linda Shell.
Yeah.
Sheely might be very helpful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Obsidian Mirror. The Obsidian Mirror. That was mentioned before.
Smoking Mirror is the Obsidian Mirror.
Right. Smoking Mirror, Dark Mirror, Obsidian Mirror. But that was mentioned before in notes by what's his face?
Woodson?
Yes, Woodson.
Then I guess this is giving us a lot of information. He took things from Necronomicon and the Book of Aben, and I think we have a lot of information, but we don't really have anything actionable until we find more. At least we have places to start, and his notes included page references if we can manage to find the originals.
Yeah.
I'd like to sneak off to the bathroom with the piece of the idol that I brought with me.
Okay.
To see if I can glean any more information off of it to kind of help us with our search.
What are you looking for?
Just basically where to go to next. Or
Okay.
just
Were you able to sneak in a piece? I thought it regrew itself.
Yeah, but I could have just broken another piece off.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to be able to sneak around a fully formed idol without you guys noticing.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Break off a little piece, stick it in my bra,
and then make a new one. And then you make another one, and then we have 3 idols.
Yeah,
exactly. We don't need that many idols.
So how many? So how many willpower points are you spending? In 1 and 3, and the more that you spend, the sort of the clearer the hint will be.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll spend 3. That sounds like fun.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Time Bomb is like, oh boy, man, that bottle of water is really hitting me, and wanders and goes to the ladies' room, and she reaches into her bra and pulls out that red clay sliver.
It's a good place to keep it.
Well, that's what she said, right? Was I not?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good place to keep it, Sarah.
And she just sort of stares. And in her hand, it wiggles. It starts to grow again. And then it sinks into the flesh of her palm.
I'm fucked. Okay.
Oh.
And she goes, ah! And when Time Bomb like recoils from the pain, she's looking around in the jungle. And she sees that her hand is burned because she's just been climbing up a rope. And we hear the sound of physical effort, and then a like whew. And Time Bomb looks to see, sort of crouched down on his knees, Dr. Woodson. What is Time Bomb's non-Delta Green name? I forgot.
Dominique Candide.
Okay. Dominique.
Yeah.
Can you believe how far we've come?
It's amazing.
Look at it. And he gestures to a brooding Mayan temple shoved out of the jungle.
This is one of the most significant discoveries ever. This is amazing.
It's proof of the monomyth.
It is. It's amazing. This is just, I mean, the theses, the research, the everything that's going to come out of this.
The fact that almost every world mythology is linked to this one source.
Yes.
Across the entire world, it all comes back.
Born here. All of it.
In El Cacao. And we are going to be the ones who bring it to the world.
Thank you so much for bringing me on this.
Thank you, Dominique, for making it here with me. And he pats you on the back, and that's when you snap forward to Teaspoon in the women's bathroom, like hitting you on the back, like, are you okay?
Time Bomb?
Yeah.
Kind of lost you there for a second.
I'm good.
Like she disappeared for like 10 minutes until you wandered off to go find her.
Where have you been? You don't look good.
I'm good. I'm here. I just was thinking about all the notes and everything. And I think we're good.
Can I get a quick read on her?
What are you trying to figure out here?
Like, clearly there's something weird going on. Can I tell if she's having like a nervous break or like a mental break? Is there,
something?
hiding things. Yeah, hiding things.
She's
Like
definitely-
powder on her nose.
She's definitely hiding something. But you don't necessarily know what it is.
Okay.
Interrogator in the bathroom.
Time bomb. Something's been going on with you. What's up?
I've just been like, since I've just been getting more of those flashes since I touched that idol, and like looking at the notes, I keep getting more flashes.
It's been continuing?
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like, I look at the notes and it keeps like more keeps coming back. It's just the weirdest. And like, I think I knew Woodson.
You as in you? Or
Yeah, me as in me.
how would you have known Woodson and then forgotten Woodson?
I don't know, but like, I think I know where El Cacao is.
Are you comfortable sharing this with the group? I feel like we need more insight on some of this. And
I mean, I hope they don't
know
think
that
I'm
I'm
lying,
qualified.
but like,
I
I can say it. I just hope they don't think I'm just like raging crazy.
Your human Tawny is telling you that Time Bomb is telling the truth here.
Mhm.
Or at the very least, she believes that she's telling the truth, but you think she knew Woodson at some point.
Okay. Look, Time Bomb, if it helps, I believe you. And not to toot my own horn, I'm a pretty good judge of character. So I think we should tell the team and see where this leads us.
All right.
Sometimes, I mean, we're dealing in odd things, and sometimes we just have to go with the flow. Maybe not poke the bear anymore, but go with your gut.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know why I keep flashing back. I don't know.
There aren't
But
any specific triggers, or
I don't know. Like, I keep thinking about the stuff and thinking real hard about it, and it just kind of comes to me and just sort of feels like I go into like a kind of fugue state, just kind of, it's real weird.
so nothing happened when you were touching the notes, but you came into the restroom and it just hit out of the blue?
Yeah, it was really weird.
Can I tell she's lying about that?
Oh my God, are we gonna human off?
I don't want this to turn it into a human off. So I'm going to say that right now, like, that there's probably still some stuff that she's holding back, but you don't know what to like call her on.
Okay.
So we
Look,
cut.
I think it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we cut to. Is there any other stuff that you guys want to do before you head out of the bank?
Oh my gosh, you guys. Is Atlantis real? And I'm like sitting next to Tugboat and I'm like, in this book of Dyson Expert, that Nayar Lathohai guy was talking about all of his different titles, like all of these other places, the Celestial Dukes of Harmony, Bloated Woman, Howler in the Darkness, blah, 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 and Hyporia, Hornman, blah. In Atlantis, so long drowned, and in the temples of the pharaohs, did they know me best and call me by my fondest name, Nayar Lathotep? Like, Atlantis is real. Atlantis is seriously real? That's all I wanted to say.
Atlantis is historical fiction.
You sound very passionate about Atlantis. So
It's Atlantis.
It's his
Love that movie.
Milo could be down there.
I love Atlantis Morissette.
All right. So because of the delay from waiting for Teaspoon to catch up with you, it is evening, and you've all been traveling around. So if you decide to go to the university, that's going to have to wait until tomorrow.
Okay.
As you roll back into the hotel, John is there, and he's talking with the night clerk, and he says, "Oh, Miss Facebook lady, I want to make sure that you got this message before I turn things over."
John, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you've been such a treat.
And he hands it to you, and it is actually one of those old school, like, while you were out,
I
blah, blah,
love
blah, blah, blah,
those.
blah, blah.
I love this guy.
There's a number, and there's a name. Kyle Woodson.
Ah.
And the message is, please call to arrange a meeting as soon as possible.
Oh my God, is that dead?
And that is where we end our episode of Delta Green for this week. Please be sure to join us for next week, where we uncover the next set of secrets on the forefront of this Delta Green investigation. From all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, I'm just going to remind you that repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
I can't
Pod
relax.
people?
It's
Do we think it's
alive.
pod people?
Ooh, pod people.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.